What's up you guys? Happy Monday and welcome back to my channel. This is definitely the most requested video that I get from you guys, and I'm finally sitting down to film my best tips and tricks for building your glutes. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, don't forget to do that before you head out today. Hit the notification bell as well. I post new videos twice a week. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm just showing you guys what has worked for me through years of personal research and just my own experience in the gym. We're all so different though, so if there's something that you see me doing that you do a little bit differently, don't necessarily think that you're doing it wrong. If so, really quickly, I wanted to dive into the science behind building muscle just a little bit before I jump to the workout portion of this video. What I wanted to remind you guys is building muscle happens one of three different ways. The first is mechanical tension. This just means applying resistance to the target muscle. Second, metabolic stress, aka high enough intensity on the target muscle. And third, muscle damage is creating micro tears within the target muscle. The key here is the target muscle. If you aren't feeling the workout in your glutes, chances are you're not effectively engaging them. This is why you see me spending so much time waking up and isolating my glutes before jumping to compound movements. If you're completely new to working out, it might be a good idea to spend some extra time doing this before jumping to any sort of compound lifts. But there is one more thing that I want to share with you guys, and this is the hardest part of building any muscle on your body. You need to dedicate time and consistency to see any sort of substantial change within your body. Working out a little bit 5 days a week is always better than working out really hard once every couple weeks. The stair stepper is my favorite warm-up for a leg day. I do about 15 minutes, but more importantly, I'm really focused on pushing through my heels and contracting my glutes as I'm walking. I'm literally visualizing each glute muscle working as I take a step. If you don't yet have a resistance band, I highly recommend getting one. I will go ahead and link the one that I have, but any one that isn't plastic is going to be the best bet. I use resistance bands specifically to help activate my glutes. I put them under high tension, which basically just helps reestablish the connection between your brain and your muscles, which of course is extremely important when you're trying to focus on building a specific muscle group. When doing any resistance training or warm-up for my glutes, I tend to stick to a rep range of around 15 to 20, and I do that about twice until I can really feel my glutes firing. Once my body is completely warmed up, I like to spend some time doing some stretches and really making sure that my mobility is on point and ready for the compound lifts. I'm still warming up here, but I do just want to say I feel like lunges are very underrated as far as targeting your glutes. Depending on how you do the lunge, it can really be an amazing asset to any glute building program. Performing a longer lunge leads to the glute working harder than the quads, mainly because there's less flexion on the knee joint, meaning less work for the quad. And of course we have our traditional back squat here. I like to keep a closer stance and really focus on flaring my knees outward. You can see here I'm also adding a little pulse at the bottom, which is me just really focusing on that extra glute tension. Because I was doing a lighter squat, I like to superset them with Romanian deadlifts. These are my favorite exercise, you guys. You'll see me doing them a lot. This is actually real time. This is how slow I do it. And again, I am so focused on the way that my glutes are pulling the weight up. My back is completely straight. There is no arch in my back. And I am looking down with my chin slightly tucked throughout the entire movement. Don't be looking at yourself in the mirror here. It will throw off all of your form. If you are not including some sort of hip thrust or glute bridge into your workout routine, you definitely need to look into it. It is the best thing for building your glutes. As the glute guy always says, the thrust is a must. Hip thrusts are a relatively new exercise for me, so I spend a lot of time warming up to make sure when I do go heavier, I'm actually feeling it where I'm supposed to be feeling it. I've only recently started to add kickbacks into my routine. I think they can be an amazing glute builder if done correctly. I love supersetting kickbacks with elevated lunges. So this next movement is best described as a standing hip thrust, not a technical term, but that's what I call it. And you can see here that I'm somewhat supersetting it with just a regular cable squat. My feet are positioned at hip distance with my toes pointed only slightly outward, and I am extremely focused on engaging my glutes the entire way through this movement. And of course, this is my favorite booty day finisher. I do a high rep range of about 15 to 20, and I do that about 2 or 3 times to really make sure that I get a really good pump before I leave the gym. Okay, no. Well, I just wanted to jump on really quickly and let you guys know I tried my best to film. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking to myself with these in. I tried my best to film and get as many angles as possible. I've been here since 4 a.m. and it is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Mostly that's just because I'm really new at filming. I'm a little bit shy still, so I don't want to get in anyone's way or make anyone feel like they're being recorded. So I do my best to kind of stick to myself. And then it was also kind of busy, so I was like waiting for some gym equipment. I also did a 30-minute warm-up and a 30-minute cool down, which felt so good, and I really highly recommend. I didn't film the cool down, but if you are somebody that doesn't cool down yet, I highly recommend. It is so good for your recovery, and yeah, it just like really makes me feel good. A lot of times if I don't cool down, I will go home and just feel super nauseous and not really be able to eat anything and just kind of super sluggish. So I found that cooling down, even if it's like a 15-minute inclined walk, something simple like that, is key. It is key, I'm telling you guys. I know it takes a little extra time and you're probably like done with your workout and tired and just want to go home and eat or whatever. Do the cool down. There's a really pretty rainbow I keep looking at right on the other side. Squirrel! So that's actually it for today's video, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys took away some little tips and tricks. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. I really appreciate you guys supporting my channel, and I will see you guys next week.